I'm going to go over how to sew a vent with a lining. This would be like in the back of a jacket, men's blazer type of thing. Rarely are in skirts because it's usually the hem, the lining is free. But things like vents and sleeves as well. Okay, these patterns are really ugly, but I just wanted to show you how I set it up here. So basically in the key to success in these things is clipping everywhere, clipping in a lot of places. And so I've done that, pre-clipped it at every intersection. So here, and I'm doing it here 1 inch above at the hem, just a little notch there. These two pieces go together. This is going to be, the self is this fabric, which is this kind of orange, and the lining is this fabric, which is blue. I'm challenging myself to do a fabric that has only one side to it to make sure that I have the right side up going the right way. That's why this looks so terrible. So here is going to be the overlap pieces, the overlap piece, and the lining that goes with it. So it looks like that, and it would look like that. This is for men's jacket. So in this case, it would be right over left. I don't know if that's a rule, but I looked at my husband's jacket. That's what it did. This is the overlap piece on a jacket that would go right over left. This is the self piece here, and then this is the lining piece. So these are all cut one. Again, I've noted each intersection here and then notched at the actual hem. The hem self is bigger, 1.5. The hem lining is just, it's a 1/2 inch hem, but it has the jump pleat, so we notch it at 1 inch above. So I'm gonna take all of these apart from the patterns and just walk through the sewing of it. Before we can begin, I can just show you a quick sample here. So the muslin, of course, is the self, the right side of the garment, and it looks like that on the underside. So this is the overlap, this is the underlap. Flip it around, and you see the complexity here. Now, I didn't sew up this last part because it's a sample that people can look at and see how it all comes together. But if you look underneath here, the challenging one is the overlap, and it has this little jump pleat right here, and it sews into the lap that folds over and also up. It's so complicated. I just could not wrap my head around it yesterday, and I finally figured out. The underlap is different. It's a lot easier, and it looks like this. So what I found is that, at least for me, it's easier to sew the hard part first and then sew the upper part. So meaning that I'm going to sew the vent first, and I'm going to sew the hard one first. And then we'll move on, to sewing the upper part of this. So we're not going to address this upper part for until a while. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to press, so this is straight up to you. I'm going to press the hem up the way I want it to look if it was done. So it's going to be going down on one of these, and on the other one, flip it over, it's going to be going up. So I have a little notch here at 1 inch. So that's going to sew there. And then I can just look and see before I press that to make sure it's going to be going the right direction. And it is, because this is going to fold under, and so to that. So, okay, so this is the right orientation here. This is not a bad idea. You're going to walk over to the iron, just pin it first, and then iron it. So you don't flip it around, do the wrong thing. Okay. if you were doing this, if you knew what you were doing, you could expedite your, process, like sew up all the hems at the same time, press all the hems at the same time. But I think for learning, I'm just going to take one part at a time. So the overlap is first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my lining piece, and at the vent, I'm going to sew up from the bottom, the fold, up a 1/2 inch, back stitch there. So you're going to leave a 1/2 inch extra that's not sewn. So you don't have any leeway here. You got to go to a 1/2 inch, not forward, not below, not, it has to be exact. In other words, you can draw it in if you want to. Okay, next I'm gonna take, so this is right side up, the overlap, which I have, should have a notch there. I might not have, I might have forgotten to do that. Yes, I did. I gotta clean this pattern up. I can't tell what is what. So the notch is just in line with the line of the fold line. It's the fold line. Okay, so now I can leave this folded, it doesn't matter. Flip it over and iron it on that fold. And it should also be just right at the edge of this cut that I made. So I'm not gonna pull it. I'm gonna be really, really gentle with that, but I know I'm in the right place here. It should be even along here. Okay, I did that. Now I'm gonna sew the hem of the self. Again, I can't go all the way, so I'm gonna take the vent side, I'm gonna fold it over, I'm gonna open everything up, open all that folded, pressed stuff, fold it back on itself. I have that notch right there telling me I'm in the right place. And I'm gonna sew this to within a 1/2 inch of the end. Within a 1/2 inch, so it ends up here. And it turns out that if I were to flip that over, I would be sewing it to my cut line. So here again, I have to be perfect, exactly, right on that cut line. So from here to here, stop, back stitch, take it out, turn it. This is what it looks like before I've turned it. So it's here, this is the other side. And then I'm just gonna turn that out. I just could mention while I'm turning this that normally a vent is gonna have interfacing to support it better. And I'm just trying to get the sequence right and make some samples for my students. So here it's great to poke it, make sure it's really perfect. So here you have the wrong side of your underlap, and again overlap, and I would press that down so it's nice, and then you can see how that's going to work with this. Okay, this is going to be this. What's going on here? This one is going to be here. This fits here like that. Press this. All right, next thing I'm going to do is sew the hem of the lining to the hem of the self. So I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to sew it into this piece underneath. So this is the original hem and it's got to be right sides together. Let's see. So here, this is what I want it to look like when I'm done. So I'm going to move, right? Yes. So I'm going to move this out of the way and I'm going to sew these two pieces together. Again, I can't go all the way. So right now, I have where I stitched previously down, the 1/2 inch there on that lining piece. So I'm going to start or end here and go the other way. Now the other side, this is a sample. So I don't have to worry about the other side at all because it's not doing anything. Okay, so that's what it looks like now. So I've sewn, this is the hem, this is a little jump pleat here, this is the hem of the self. All right, so on the inside, it's gonna look like when I want it to, if I look at it done, it would look like this. And if I look at it from the other side, it looks like this. That's the inside. So now I'm gonna take this piece and again, flip it to the outside. Okay, I'm gonna go like this so you can see it. I'm gonna sew this last step for this piece. Well, you know, the hard part. I'm gonna sew this to this. These are just the vent, how the vent sews together. So again, I have to take this and twist it around. So it's gonna go like that. And that guy can go over too. So it's not gonna match up at the end because I have that cut there, but it can match it up at the top, and that'll help me figure this out. So where my clips match, that's the beginning. This could be something that you draw in as well. I just think the clipping is a little bit easier because I don't have to tell myself to do it. And then go down here and pin that together. And then wherever it ends up, it is looking a little bit funky here. Did I catch it? That's right. Okay, so I'm gonna sew from here to here.